Stephanie from the Online Itinerant, and this video tutorial is going to walk you through step by step how to download and print your certificate of completion once you have finished a training. Now, I am going to be showing you using our January meetup. However, the process is going to be the same regardless of any training inside of the Professional Academy or offered by the Online Itinerant. So the first thing you need to make sure is that you are inside of your course and that you have completed your course. One thing I'd like to point out is that you want to make sure that you are marking each section as complete. So when you get to the end of each section, you check this box, right? You want to make sure that it is blue. So you mark it as complete and then you are able to move on. If you try to skip directly to a certificate or directly to the end, then you will often get a like a little lock that will pop up, and it says that you can't get there because the section is locked until you complete certain areas of the training. So for example, you cannot move on and get any certificates until you have completed your assessments. And you can tell if you have completed a section by making a check, by marking it as complete. A lot of times people say to me, I don't know what courses I've done and which ones I haven't. And if you just mark them as complete, then when you get inside your account, then you'll know exactly what you've done and where you've left off. So once you watch your training and fill out the feedback, and you mark everything as complete, then you will get to the assessments. So you go to the assessment, you click here to start the assessments, and then once you pass the assessments, then you will get emailed your certificates. So I'm not going to go through the assessment. I've already done it, but I'm going to show you what it looks like when you're done. When you're finished, it says, way to go, next stop, certificate of completion, you're almost there. So you want to make sure that you have marked it as complete, and then you move on to the next lesson. And then this is where it explains to you that indeed you should have your certificate of training inside your email. That's just the one from the Online Itinerants. If you have additional certificates that you want, for example, Sketchy or ISBE, RID, any of those, you want to keep going. But at least the form for the Online Itinerants should be in your mailbox. So you go check your email, and it is right here. Now, you want to make sure that you are reading this email and that you are following these steps, because what happens is you do have your certificate attached to the email. It's just here at the bottom. But here are the steps for you to personalize it for yourself. You want to, of course, make sure the assessment section was complete, which I wouldn't have gotten this if I hadn't. Then we need to download the certificates, and after it's downloaded, then we can add our name and the date, and then we can print it. So a lot of times people just come here and they just click on it and they say, okay, it's downloaded, but then they're trying to insert their name and they cannot. This actually is not yet downloaded. You just kind of are previewing it. You're looking at what is attached. So you need to go ahead and download it. And then once it is downloaded, then you open it, and that's when this pops up, and then this is editable right here. So then you can insert your name, and you'll notice the only thing that can be modified is just your name and the date that you've done the training. So then once you do that, now you are able to print it, or something that I like to do, I actually like to print it and turn it into a PDF so that I have got it saved to my own email, or excuse me, my own computer, so that if I misplace the document, then I can go back and find it again easily. So if you have this option to be able to print it to a PDF, then I definitely recommend that you do that. Otherwise, when you print it, you will get the final certificate with your name and with the date on it, and also signed by me and Karen Anderson. And that is exactly how you get those certificates of completion. So you can do that for any of the trainings. And if you have any questions, just reach out and let us know. Thanks.